What's going on, guys? It's BX Beast Boy. Today we're going to be talking about these two losers and one person that's great. It's two losers. One person that's awesome. The two losers is going to be Frog TV, which I'm going to stop saying his name. We just going to call him Frog, right? And then the other person is going to be Adam Calhoun, his nasty self. And we're going to be discussing the disgusting things that they've done to Ryan Upchurch. It's a setup, son. It's a setup. If you missed my previous video, my previous live stream, I showed not a clip, but more so a screenshot. I can put it on the screen right now, actually. Let me see. But if you want full context, go and watch my previous video, right? Speaking on the matter. Select that. He should be able to see this screenshot right now. Let's make it full screen, just so you guys can have a better look. So as you can see, his nasty Adam Calhoun, Mr. Brother, I love you. Brother, I love Ryan Upchurch. Brother, I love you. Brother, I would never. Can we just talk? Drop that, is church. He said that like he was like introing a song. Speaking of songs, what happened to those diss songs? You never actually spoke about that. You kind of danced around that. Yeah, that's mostly what you do, is threaten people and then dance around stuff and try to intimidate your way into having a good point. You ain't got no good point, Adam. Also, you ain't never gonna have a good point after you release that photo of you hugging Tom McDonald from behind. I'm just saying, listen, no hate or shade towards certain communities. You can do whatever you want. I'm just saying that was sus. See what I did there? We talking about Ryan Upchurch. Sus. But yes, man, this is him trying to, click up, and it got pinned too. Frog, that's his name. That's what we gonna call him. Frog TV, Ribbit, a biatch. If you don't know his background, he on fentanyl. But yeah, fam, this loser, he goes on this damn thing and pins it to let people know, oh yeah, Adam's rocking with me. See, if you haven't learned how things go, there's something out here called the Tom McDonald cartel. Where there's a bunch of people that, they get that clout through extensions of Tom McDonald. Actually, you know what? It could fall under the Eminem cartel by association as well, because Eminem is kissing butt of Dr. Dre. So they could go under the Dr. Dre cartel. Anyway, it's Tom McDonald now. Eminem had his cartel. He still has his reaction community, but more so all of them love and are obsessed with Tom McDonald as well. And by default, that includes anyone associated with him. So Eminem, Tom McDonald, Adam Calhoun, anyone under that banner, right? They rock with heavy. And this is a clear sign. Now, I don't know how Adam gets down, even though he talk a lot of street stuff. I go by, the street code occasionally, unless I want to troll. But I go by the street code if I'm going to be talking a bunch of street stuff. And then the street code say, you don't mess with the ops. Frog is an op. He's like the definition of op. He's done a lot of disgusting and said a lot of nasty things about not only Ryan Upchurch, but anyone who defends him. If you defend Ryan Upchurch and you have a name and some type of notoriety, he would try to destroy that. And then when he can't destroy it, he'll do anything, slander, right? Just come up with all types of stuff. So as hard as he was trying to go at Upchurch, he dropping garbage, diss songs and everything. Adam over there kissing ass. That's crazy. That's crazy, fam. Over there kissing butt. They both losers in my eyes. I don't take any one of them seriously. Oh yeah, the gloves is all fifth. No more Mr. Nice Guy. And with both of them, Adam and Frog, I've been the nice guy. I've let them slide a plethora of times, and time after time, they do the Rick James. Well, Frog, aka Fraud. That's another one of his nicknames, Fraud, because he is a fraud, right? He is on fentanyl, right? So he's bound to have Rick James moments on a regular basis. For Adam, it's kind of disappointing. But you should have expected it after he hugged Tom MacDonald from behind. Ain't he having his baby? Ain't Tom MacDonald having your baby, Adam? Need to be more worried about that. I bet you if Tom MacDonald has his baby, he gonna use the kid to threaten somebody. Oh yeah, I know. That's what Adam does. You know how many times he can threaten somebody with his son, aka little homie? Hey yo, Adam, this is what's crazy though. What you don't really even realize is this dope part. You my little homie. Yeah, I'm your OG, Adam. I'm your OG. Tom MacDonald mad as hell, like, what? Who's gonna claim my pup? You know what Adam remind me of? Pup named Scrappy Doo. Yeah, Scrappy Doo ass. Big bark. Still little dog. But yeah, fam, if you wanted to know what Ryan Upchurch thought about this, let's see. Let me make it full screen. Shout outs to Upchurch, man. You a real one. You a real one in the world full of fake ones out here. Make that full screen. All right. I'm gonna have to probably zoom in too. More than likely. Nah, it should be good. You guys should be able to see it. All right. He commented on the video that I'm speaking of where I exposed the fact that Adam Calhoun and Nasty Frog, aka Fraud, aka Tom MacDonald Jr., aka Eminem is his daddy. Well, Eminem would be his granddaddy, right? If Tom MacDonald's his daddy, then I mean Eminem, who is also the leader of the Eminem cartel and associated. He's like the fairy godmother of the Tom MacDonald cartel, right? That would be his granddaddy. That'd be his granddaddy. That'd be his house mother, right? But yes, Upchurch commented on this, showing love, man, showing love out here in these streets. Let me zoom in. So, bruh, you could be a lawyer and a comedian, bruh. I appreciate the hell out of that. I appreciate that. This is more proof that Upchurch ain't never lie. He ain't never lie, fam, because I be cooking. And I make extremely good points. My research is valid. Shout outs to my supporters that be helping me with my research. I'm not going to just pretend that I be getting all these receipts. My supporters be helping me out a lot, a whole lot. And I appreciate the hell out of it. But yeah, he know a real one when he see one. Real recognize real. And Adam Calhoun and Froggy look real unfamiliar. They look like bitches. What you gonna do? Adam? Get your little homie to come and mess with me? You're my little homie. How about that? I'm not afraid of the Tom MacDonald cartel. They don't put no fear in my heart, man. What you gonna do? Cry? Do live streams and ask people to download your song? Oh no, you're gonna do songs with Ben Shapiro and call it facts, even though Ben Shapiro ain't never been about facts. Ask Candace Owens. Gotta pay attention to who you rocking with, man. But that's my opinion. Tell me what yours is down in the comment section. Hit the like button, share the video, check me on my live stream channel, all that good stuff. What's going on, guys? About to check out some Ryan Upchurch. Apparently, he did a video speaking on, and I don't want to get the lady's name wrong, Kiely Rodni, which was like a true crime case that everybody was focusing on, especially within the true crime community, if I'm not mistaken, sometime ago, right? A lot of people hate Upchurch because he wants to speak on this situation. Those people are gatekeepers. Yeah, they think that they can, lock down topics on true crime. Like, I don't understand that at all. But anyway, let's check out this video that he did speaking on Kiely Rodni. If I'm not mistaken, it's supposed to be a whole court thing going on with that. Let's see if there's an update. Oh, and check out the original video on Ryan Upchurch channel. Make sure you guys check that out.
First off, let's recognize this. There was 4 YouTubers attacking anybody who was looking into this.
Hold on, go back.
All right, so I'm gonna keep it simple. This Kiely Rodni case is not over with. It didn't even fucking end yet. First off, let's recognize this. There was 4 YouTubers attacking anybody who was looking into this. Apparently, they don't know each other and didn't associate with each other before this Kiely Rodni case. And they were all working together to misconstrue everybody and attack anybody who was...
Take a look at those pictures.
This Kiely Rodni case is not over with. It didn't even fucking end yet. First off, let's recognize this. There was 4 YouTubers attacking anybody who was looking into this. Apparently...
That's, I don't remember how to pronounce... Mel something. I don't remember. I genuinely don't remember that nigga name. Like, I remember there being like a wave that everybody, whenever you talked about true crime, his fans were literally like, no, you got it wrong. Go and watch this. And they would like pump this nigga as if he was the go-to and he was no authority in any way, shape, or form and got information wrong as well, fam. And was sourcing people that were not legitimate sources. And he's just a Joe Schmo. I seen it. He'll interview you. A lot of nastiness. Something Mel. I don't want to pronounce it wrong.
They don't know each other and didn't...
X whatever. This nigga look familiar, but I don't... Just off of just the face, I don't know that nigga name. I couldn't tell you this man. I'm sorry for this man. Sorry to this man. I couldn't tell you who he was. If we was in the street and I saw him, I do not know this man. I had to hit you with the Kiki Palmer.
Associate with each other before this Kiely Rodni case.
They put Andy's... Wait. He put Popcorn Planet. Yeah, Popcorn Planet is a nasty motherfucker. I ain't on front. And he filthy. He is filthy, bro. He did get Me Too'd, which is foul. But telling girls that they gotta show up in like schoolgirl uniforms for job interviews that's nasty work. That's even if someone lied after the fact, that's nasty work. All for that, that's disgusting. For it to even get to where it got to, you had to start there with that. Like, so you want to work for me? I need to see you in a schoolgirl outfit. Nigga, you crazy? This nigga's fucking. Like, how did that make them a better performer at the job? I don't understand.
And they were all working together.
But yeah, that's nasty work.
Everybody and attack anybody who was
Popcorn Planet. I don't watch that nigga
at all. And it seemed like
he did get falsely Me Too, though.
What they were doing was to protect.
They did him foul with that.
Now keep in mind,
that's funny.
Anime is the first motherfucker to have all this information about this party that nobody has information about. She's the only one who has it. But here's the problem with these fucking weird ass YouTubers taking up for her and correlating. Now keep in mind, Zanime is the first motherfucker.
He's saying names.
Construed everybody.
Holy smokes.
Anybody who was finding out any fucking thing at all. And it seemed like the whole goal of what they were doing was to protect this fat bitch.
Oh,
now keep in mind, Zanime is the first motherfucker to have all this information about this party that nobody has information about. She's the only one who has it. But here's the problem with these fucking weird ass YouTubers taking up for her and correlating this shit, is that she was blatantly fucking guilty looking right off the rip because she has 3 different stories about how she found out about this fucking party that happened, apparently. And none of them match each other at all.
So this was at actual campgrounds.
Oh, that's what
like right next.
Okay, I didn't know who this man was, but my comment section's been going crazy of people saying, yo, you gotta roast Tony. You gotta roast Tony, man. So I'm like, who the hell is Tony? Tony Braxton? Huh? Playing her music got you sounding like the vacuum cleaner's on in the background. Unbreak my... Why your voice so low, Tony? But I know you're talking about now.
Right
this
next
guy.
to their party.
Oh wow! I'll look into him.
And they look like they're having so much fun. I want to be part of this. Right?
Yeah. Now look, this is specific. So you see how he laughed
Ikmel,
about wanting to be there, and then
Tony and
want to be there.
Zanime.
Well, that guy.
Thank you guys. I really don't know these guys' names.
On his Facebook check-ins. That's probably why they're laughing, because they was there, acting like they weren't there. So on Tony Dodge's Facebook, on his GPS check-ins, guess what? He checked in somewhere on August 9th and August 11th. Do you know where that might be? Truckee.
Why is niggas doing check-ins?
Where was Zanime during that time?
I hate the internet.
Oh, yeah.
I hate the internet. Every time I'm on a certain app and it tries to offer that option, what's wrong with y'all? Like, I'm talking the social media sites. Why do you even allow that? Like, take that damn check-in feature off. That shit is weird, bro. Letting people know. And also, if you letting people know where you at, you crazy. You crazy for even using that feature. I hate that feature. Checking in. My question
is, why would you act like you're not there, but you are actually there?
So I took a video.
And it looks like a beautiful campground. No, it's gorgeous.
Right? And it was right next to that.
Wow. So this is a place where families go to have a good time. It looks safe.
Exactly.
Looks like a safe place to be. It looks like a lot of fun.
And then this was Friday nights.
Wow.
Pulling the hell out that dog.
Bunch of kids out there having a good time. No, you don't.
There's a video that I have. There was a party right next to the party itself. I have a video of a Snapchat because I went to during the whole situation. I went on Snapchat and just kind of like
hopefully not the new season.
If anybody's posting stuff around this area. There was a video about this beautiful Hispanic party, and I don't.
She going in slow motion.
They were grilling the cactuses, but I really want to try them
today. Damn, what is she even getting at? Slow motion storytelling ass.
So freaking delicious.
Come on.
But it was like literally right next to
I mean, smacking my mic.
So I'm curious if any of those people actually saw anything that happened or they heard anything, or
she sound like she's from the same place the people from Fargo
with the other party.
Sound like she's from Fargo.
Have you seen that?
No, I haven't.
What was the beautiful Spanish party? I remember that quote and stuff. What was that about?
So it's a screen capture from an iPhone from a Snapchat.
I don't know who this is either.
So
I like some of that memorabilia though. In the background, it looked pretty cool. Got the Michael Myers mask. A lot of Terminator references. And stuff.
What happened once I found
keep
out
my stuff to the side.
About this case? What I did, I went on Snapchat Maps,
like my cool bar,
and I zoomed in around this area, and then clicked. There's a little blue dot over there.
I'm a huge Yu Hakusho fan.
To see if there's any videos of the party.
Also got Batman, Batmobile.
So that's all it is.
So pretty much she used Snapchat. So pretty much this fucking 40-year-old lady and her 40-year-old friends used Snapchat to find a teenage party. Why would you do that?
And the reason I did not release it because it had a person's name at the top, full first and last name, and I didn't feel right for me to actually release it because that's their personal information.
Anyway, when you say you were there was a Mexican party going on, how did you know there was a Mexican party going on?
Well, there was a music, and it was a very cultural party.
I'm a local from
so you just assumed.
So I found something out, and I just want to curious how it works out to you. When you were there at that party, did anybody call 911 that night?
I was not at any party.
How do you know there was music there?
Snapchat. It's a video from Snapchat.
Okay, I don't know that. No, I was asking if her niece was the one that had sent her a Snapchat from the party, and she said that she heard the music. So I was curious on who sent it to her, or did 3 girls from a store in our town send it to you?
No one sent it to me. It's on the Snapchat open source maps. And I did a screen recording of the open source tool that is available on Snapchat.
Okay. That's all I mean, there's lots of other questions.
I mean, she said a bunch of times that her niece is 11. It's just like, it's kind of, do you really feel the need to keep at? Do you think she's lying about that? I mean, I'm asking genuinely because I'm trying to. I know you were planning the trip, but is that a big thing for you to travel to?
It
seems suspect as hell.
Okay. It's 3 hours away from here, and then I actually spent a night with my friend in Sacramento.
Yeah, this is suspect as hell. And they platformed her because she said she had some information. Let me get this right. Get this right. People hate Upchurch so much that you platforming weirdos that's just talking a bunch of gibberish and defending them just to counter Upchurch. Yeah, this dude Signal is a loser. He's a loser. Man, this was his name? Andy Popcorn Planet Trash. Man, your fall off was crazy, nigga, and it was deserved. Except for the Me Too thing. I don't think that's right. But nigga, why are you... We ain't gonna get into his interviews. We ain't gonna get into his creepy interviews. All right.
So on the 12th, I spent there, and it's about an hour and a half away from Sacramento.
And how did you because you said that
doing stupid stuff like this, nigga. Stupid ass things like this.
You said you already had the plan to go kayaking there, but before August the 6th, when Kiely disappeared, is that fair to say? Or do you just like the area, or how did you find about the area?
So Lake Tahoe area is very beautiful. Okay. And literally that lake is the only body of water I have not kayaked around that area.
So you're a kayaker. You love doing that.
See what I'm saying? So even though her story is so fucked, these individuals, even though it's defending her, they're trying to unfuck it for her. So now that that's established, what did Xana May keep telling everybody? You must call the police.
He's right.
Here's the number for the police. The police. Call the police. The police. Here's the thing about the fucking police. You got to ask yourself.
He says she had a video, which is crazy because I barely remember this chick, but I remember that video. If I look hard enough, I can find a video of me reacting to it. Like, why the hell does she have this? I remember the canoe, and it was like on some like first person type joint, and it's showing them in that facility. And I remember someone sent me like the map or the joint where it showed like where she was at. So I remember when all this was going down, I was looking through stuff and saw that video. 100%.
Why is Nevada County and Placer County Police separated from Truckee Police the entire time? Well, the situation happened smack dab in the middle of Truckee. So how come the Truckee Police are not talking on these press conferences? It's only Nevada County and Placer County. Well, I find it pretty
Send it to me.
Nevada County,
you said they got an article?
County are the only ones.
She wrote a hit piece on them. Send it to me.
In these press conferences, right, that appear to know anything. But when this apparent car was found, who's the only cop car that was there? The one that's not involved with these press conferences, a Truckee cop car. So I went to Google Earth and I was like, you know what? Nevada County Police and Placer County Police are being weird. I'm going to look up their police department. You can't find it on Google Earth. You go to Placer County Police Department, it's nothing but a fucking admin center and a road depot.
Wait a minute. Did they do all of that and film all of that and lie about their sources? Some Snapchat, was they there the entire time? Because if the other person is popping up that he was over there trucking, he could have met up with homegirl, brought her over there, went over there, took a bunch of pictures, faked the date of whenever they was putting that stuff out, lied and said it was from Snapchat. Whose Snapchat? His Snapchat? That's all a possibility. Yeah, this true crime stuff gets nasty, man. I'm trying to tell you.
Notice the informational sign says the sheriff's department is down the street somewhere.
You send it to me via Instagram or Discord, if you have Instagram or Discord.
Where the only thing that's pointing up that road is the road depot, so it's not a police department.
Wow. Yeah, this is nasty work right here. Wow, if this is true and this is what they was doing, I'm telling you, these true crime content creators is disgusting. They straight nasty. Yeah, this looks crazy.
All right, so Nevada County Sheriff Department appears to be a housing complex with no cop cars at all whatsoever. Just random cars and kayaks. So, on Google Earth, in front of Nevada County Sheriff Department, there's another Nevada County Sheriff Department.
Wow.
But when you click on that one's also not a police department at all. It's just a dingy little hut with SPU on it. Don't even say police or nothing. So I looked up what SPU even means in abbreviation form. Everything that I found doesn't involve police departments at all.
Oh. That's crazy.
So SPU means a spot to pick up something, or it's a series of information used to communicate.
I can't front. A lot of this stuff looks suspect. I'm telling you, I don't trust these true crime content creators. Like, a lot of people be trying to prop them up like they're detectives. No, they not, nigga. No, they are not. Right? If you're doing true crime, the best thing you can do is observe and report. You trying to crack cases and all that shit. Especially these bozos. Nah. Now, if you want to say a theory or two, as long as you're making sure that you stating that it's a theory, I don't think there's nothing wrong with that as well. Right? But then people really believe that they crack cases and then try to gatekeep and act as if they're the authority of certain cases. It's nasty.
Who's communicating? So pause, think about this. Zanime is saying, call the police, call the police, call the police. She's given the same number as the Nevada and Placer County sheriffs are given at their press conferences, right? Okay, well, Look at this spokesperson, self-proclaimed on the bottom of the screen as the sheriff. What is her name?
Good afternoon. My name is Angela Musalam.
So let me get this straight. You're the fucking sheriff of this police department.
That's the sheriff?
No one can find to exist. And
what kind of sheriff is that? Wait, that ain't the sheriff. You lying? This legally blind nigga?
Zanime is telling everybody call the police, given the same
person
number.
that was speaking was the sheriff.
Have pictures together.
Whoa.
So this Angela Musalam lady who knows Zanime is the police, right? Well, that's what I thought.
Whoa. Wow, what the hell is going on? What the hell?
So now this lady who's been with the Placer and Nevada County Police all week doing press conferences saying she's the police. Now that police station that I can't find no information about is saying she's not the police. So Zanime, what are you doing? You're telling people to call the police that is not the police. It's really your friend that you have pictures with? Well, no wonder y'all don't want anybody.
Yo, nah, that's suspect. Fam, son. That's crazy. What? Yeah, nah, that's nasty. That's nasty as hell, y'all. Oh, man. Did she answer to this? Did she respond?
I need to look into this shit because it is 20 kinds of fucked. By the way, this case never fucking ended, by the way. You want to see the actual fucking chain of events? So here's the chain of actual events. August 6th, Kiely goes missing. August 7th, the mom is on internet TV. August 8th, some YouTube detectives come along. August 9th, a vast search from the actual Truckee police happens. By the way, they don't find anything in the lake or any evidence of any fucking party at all. Then, on the 10th, the press conference comes from Nevada and Placer County. By the way, Placer, Nevada was never involved in the search. There is 0 pictures of them searching or looking for anything. August 15th, the search dies down from Truckee because they're like, what the fuck is going on here? August 20th, the same day that the Truckee police are like, hey, this...
And he's precise as hell, fam. He got all these notes. I remember when all this was going on, fam. I don't have all these notes. If I looked hard enough, I got a lot of like research as far as me looking at the content and going through it and articles and doing all that stuff at the time.
Search
but he's precise as hell with this.
Shows up. The next day, AWP finds the body in 35 minutes and
he's smart as hell.
Confirmed that it's her on Facebook at 2:30. How can you confirm it? You're not a coroner. You're not a fucking cop. You're a YouTuber.
Right.
So when AWP finds this body at 2:30, it takes a fucking hour for Nevada police to be like, oh, yeah, we're aware of the information. And Nevada County Police claims they're sending officers. Officers are on the way. The officers from fucking Nevada County never show up. There's only Truckee police trucks there. There ain't no Placer. There ain't no fucking Nevada. There is 0 of those. So, August 21st, AWP finds the body. They're like, yep, it's her. We know. We're the feds. Even though they're not. Then Nevada says
there's everybody claiming to be feds now.
Showed up. Then on August 22nd, the Truckee police still refuse to say it's this alleged body that's called Kiely Rodni. On the same day, crazy. Nevada claims on Facebook that the car was found last night. They say last night. They don't say during the day when it was actually found, when the sun is out. They say last night. Now, Nevada County investigators and police, how the fuck do you mix up nighttime and daytime, you goofy fuck? Though. And then last but not least, August 23rd was the last press conference Nevada.
Yeah, they did that wrong. That's crazy. Oh, I ain't like this video already? Hit the like button. Guys, make sure you go and check out the original video on Ryan Upchurch's channel and page, man. Go and show that man some love.
Said they're staying in contact with the parents. Why ain't Truckee in contact with the parents? And why the fuck is Truckee the only police force that was even there? The people holding this fucking mysterious press conference was nowhere to be found.
Yeah, that's crazy.
This timeline all ends with Truckee police never saying it.
They're holding press conferences and people are saying that, nah, that's not the sheriff. That's suspect. And that person is friends with this YouTuber that's trying to like slander and destroy Ryan Upchurch's name. That's suspect as hell, bro.
Actually her.
That's mad, wow.
Because there ain't no fucking information saying this person is fucking real. 0. You know what I think it is? I think these motherfuckers are selling foreign kids that have no documentation, which is why there's no information on them. I think they're giving them bullshit names.
I do not know this to be a fact. In fact, this video is for educational purposes, and the opinion of Ryan Upchurch does not represent the opinion of BX Beast Boy. Now, with that being said, if we found this out to be true, I would not be surprised at all. Fam, it's a lot of disgusting stuff going on out here that people are willing to go to the extreme to cover up. Fam, like, why didn't they want The Sound of Freedom to be released as a film? That makes no sense. Is it because it's based on a true story? But just to be safe and stay within guidelines, I do not know this to be true in any way, shape, or form. But now, if you guys didn't know what just happened just now, me and all the other truth tellers and truth seekers literally just had a conversation. We just had a mental conversation. They know what I'm talking about. Check me out on Rumble and Patreon.
Names, and I think they're communicating with each other using Google Maps and some weird fucking terminology for when these kids escape and they have to go find them. So they use fake police departments online to be like, oh, we're doing a search, y'all. Hey, we're searching. Then all the weirdos that know this language see it, they get online, they look, and they go search and find this shit, which is why it's this weird fucking community thing going on that no one understands. So you know what I would say? I'd say focus on Icked Mel. I'd say focus on Zanime. I'd say focus on Tony Dodge. And I'd say focus on Popcorn Planet, because all you motherfuckers...
All trash from what I've seen. Except for Tony, I don't know him at all. I don't know that man. I couldn't tell you who he was in the lineup. If I walked past him in the street, I'm sorry to that man. I would not know that man. But I will do some research, and if he deserves a good roasting, best believe he's going to get a good roasting.
fuckers are weird and tried to cover this shit up, even though it's blatantly obvious when you lay it out that it's all fucking bullshit.
So you finally seen Sound of Freedom? Yo, fam, I've been trying to watch the full version of that movie for mad long, bro. It seems like streaming platforms do not want that joint out. I think I found one streaming platform that has it. I'm going to just go and binge watch it. Not binge, but just I'm going to sit down and watch it full, right? I said it as if it was a TV show. I'm going to watch it in full before that damn streaming site take it off.
Or, and if it is all bullshit, why y'all trying to cover it up so bad? What function do you got going on that involves this? What are you selling? What kind of money are you making? Because all you motherfuckers don't make all this money off your YouTube account. Your YouTube account fucking sucks. Y'all don't get any views hardly at all. So how are you making all this money unless you're selling something that no one knows about?
Me either. Me either. That's why I can speak from experience, nigga. I'm broke too. So it didn't. Trust me, I know. That's when I see certain YouTubers be claiming that they rich. I'm like, stop it, nigga. Why are you lying? Why are you lying your ass off? But yeah, what you saying is true. As far as, you know, what I'm seeing and from my knowledge. But once again, I don't know the Tony dude. I don't know any of these other people, but I will keep a close eye on them though now, for sure.
About bitch. Zanime, your YouTube channel consists of you doing not a fucking thing but watching what everyone else is saying. Ikidmail, you sit on your fucking computer watching the most boring police chases that are filmed by KCRA3 news channel that Angela Musalam used to work for, by the way. Tony Dodge, you stay up all night in front of a fucking green screen. You've never been outside of that green screen on your shit. You get 0 views, and you have all these people that come on your channel to talk about what? Missing kids and who is finding out what? Popcorn Planet, what the fuck do, you fat bitch? You don't do nothing either.
Cry.
You sit around complaining that people are looking into missing kids cases.
And I just say that he be crying. That's as far as I know. I don't watch him. I was rooting for him after the Me Too thing. I was like, come on, man. Rebuild, be on some real man-ish. Learn from your mistakes. But he's still woke as hell, fab. So I was just like, I'm cool. I can't get my movie news from this nigga, especially due to the fact that he barely covering movie news. Nigga, like, what is this guy doing? What is he doing? He hops on whatever popular trend, fam. But anyway, yeah, I agree. You shouldn't be getting information from Popcorn Planet about
You're
nothing.
All fucking suspect as fuck. And I'm looking. And I encourage everyone else who watches this video, don't even go say nothing to them. Just watch them. And look and see what they do.
Let me see the comment section. Let me see if he if he getting some support, if he getting some hate. Ryan from one Tennessean to another. Zanime kayaked all the way from Ukraine to the United States to go float on literally the only body of water she has not kayaked on before. Wait, no, that's a true statement. Is she literally from over there and came all the way over here just to kayak? That's nasty work. That's nasty work. On exactly the day Kiely went missing. Yeah, that is crazy. She was also working overtime by finding the parties, the one she apparently has footage of, and she got it from Snapchat. What is there not to believe about this, except for literally all of it? Keep up the great work on exposing. Okay, I'm not gonna say the last part. What's done in the dark always comes to the light. Keep it up, church. All right, so there's some support. There ain't much hate in here. I love how Xana just happened to kayak directly over the spot that Kiely happened to be found. Strange. That's extremely strange, and I remember that video. The whole town is sus. Yeah, it's a lot of sus things about it. Can't front. But guys, tell me what your opinion is down in the comment section. Hit the like button as well. And also, if you want to watch me live, check me out on BX Beast Boy Live. All right. Also, check out my music. You can find that link to my homepage under the name Chad C.H.A.D. But yeah, check me out live though as well. And check me out on Patreon. What's going on, guys? I was sent this video from Crypt, right, which is a reaction channel. I think he raps to as well. And apparently he's given the ultimate neck to Adam Calhoun. I haven't seen this. There's a blind reaction. Let's see what the hell he had to say, right? When it comes to how I feel about Crypt, I'm indifferent. I'm gonna be honest. I don't hate him or like him at all. Hopefully this video will make me hate him. But let's see what he has to say about Adam Calhoun.
In recent memory that I feel like I just need to go ahead and talk about it. Get it out there in the open, and whatever the hell happens, happens. Because I honestly couldn't care less anymore. This is the most ridiculous, stupid thing ever. So a Twitter follower of mine tagged me in this today, and it is a post on the Eminem Reddit. And the poster says, just want to remind you all that these are the same YouTube Reddit you guys praise so much. You can see Knox Hill's on there, myself is on there, and Stevie Knight calling us spineless sellouts.
Oh, the Eminem cartel. Yeah. Yo, that's crazy. I just told y'all about this. They are a part of the Eminem and Tom McDonald cartel. 100%.
And that we're just pandering to a conservative crowd for that sweet, easy money whilst LARPing as rap fans when they are all just exclusively Eminem fans. Obviously pointing out the fact that we've reacted to
that might be true.
And Tom McDonald. And I have a song with Adam Calhoun. So a couple things to unpack here. I'm just gonna
y'all got a song
So
together?
thing number one is Adam Calhoun is my real life friend. I love that man. He has quite literally talked me off the edge. And so for that, I'm always gonna be his friend. But just like every other one of my friends.
Off the edge of what? Off the edge of what? So you're necking because of... Okay, I at least he admitted.
I don't agree with everything that he does. I don't have to agree with everything my friends do in life. So what? Adam is a super hardcore conservative that believes in God. My own brother is an atheist and is the most liberal person I've ever met in my life, and I love him to death. I would take a bullet for him. I have friends that I go eat with every Monday night at the bowling alley that hate rap music with a passion, and that's what I do for a living. I don't surround myself with people that only like the same shit that I do. That's called an echo chamber. I surround myself with people that are good fucking people. You can be a good person and be conservative. You can be a good person and be liberal, which leads me to my next point. I fucking hate politics. I talk about this every single time it gets brought up because of this reason right here. This person has never talked to me a day in my life, has no idea.
It's an overreaction.
But because I'm reacting to somebody that believes something that is different than what they believe, immediately all this negative stuff is said about me. Spineless sellout. I made one political song way before I even started making actual music. I was still Call of Duty.
Yo, you mad as hell, son. You mad as hell because someone calling out the pandering? Like, honestly, I don't know what his channel look like. Let me see what his channel look like, bro. Let me see, because he having a meltdown right now. Is he really like pandering? Right? Which is, nigga, react to whatever you want to react to. Yeah, if I'm going to joke about you being in the Eminem and Tom McDonald cartel for sure, especially if you necking crazy, but I don't care. Yeah, he's in the Eminem cartel. Look at this. This is crazy. All his videos is someone who's connected to Eminem. You got Joyner Lucas, Eminem, right? Let me see. Well, this is just trending when it comes to the diss song between Drake and all these other guys. More Joyner Lucas, Jelly Roll, Adam Calhoun, NF, which definitely was inspired by Eminem. I think he's dope though. I'm not gonna hate on NF. I think he's actually pretty cool. MGK, yeah, this is the Eminem timeline. This is 100%. He's a part of the Eminem and Tom McDonald cartel. He should not be mad. Is what it is, nigga. Is what it is. Your viewership though, and I'm not trying to bag on him, is kind of a clear indication though that something's going wrong with his channel. He has over 1 million and he put out 20,000 joints. That's like, right now he's averaging less than 10%, right? Which I'm not going hard on him, right? I'm not trying to like dump on him, but the Eminem cartel is not really hitting for him like it used to. If we was to go to what was popular. Look at this. Look at this. I told you. All right. He got a YouTube cipher, okay, from 4 years ago. That's because these are probably the biggest YouTubers on here. Mac Lethal. Okay. But that's a good idea, doing a collab cipher. Song with you and Screwface. Eminem, MGK, Eminem. Okay. Yeah. Clearly, and he's not noticing, there's a a downhill when you're doing the same type of reactions for 5 years straight. You ain't gonna be getting the 1.8 millions no more. That's no life, Shaq. I thought that was mystical. Thought that was mystical in his video. I'm like, this nigga got a song with mystical? Oh shit, I was about to put respect on his name. Got a song with mystical.
Videos back then, and I did a terrible job at explaining how I truly felt, immediately saw how divisive it was, and decided I would never ever try to do that again. And the only reason that it even still exists is because a fan of mine named Alex really loved that song and he passed away. Well, for one, if you take a look at the videos that they've chosen of mine, they're all from over 2 years ago, and back then, every Tom McDonald reaction I ever did was copyright claimed. Never made $1 off of it. I reacted to them because a lot of people wanted me to react to them.
That whole comment that y'all said in the chat, but I love the Rocky franchise as well.
I did a song with Adam because I think that he can rap good. Sure, he has his political songs, but most of his songs are about fighting and not giving up on life. That's the shit that I like from him. And that's
no,
the
it's not.
on that song. Go listen to that song. There's not a single fucking political thing in that song. That song
nigga, most of Adam's songs is slap, slap, I'm gonna beat you up, I'm a tough guy, I went to jail. You're lying right now.
Fighting.
Why are you lying?
Not giving up.
Or political. Slap, slap, beat you up, tough guy, or political. Sometimes political can go outside of just talking about like the government, politics per se. It can be a society political stance as well. Like these kids don't know what they're talking about, Gen Z. That is political, even though you don't think it is. And that's literally what his new song, We Are Young or We Were Young, is. It's yelling at kids. He's did a song for Mr. Wilson from what's his name? Dennis the Menace.
And not calling it quits on life. So it's hard to be a sellout and make easy money on something that you don't make money off of. But to further illustrate that point, now I can make money off Tom McDonald reactions or Adam Calhoun reactions because the person that runs their monetization as well as about 50 other artists is cool with me. So if I do a reaction to their song, I can send it over to him and be like, hey man, do you care to release this claim? And he'll release it for me. But go ahead and check how many Tom McDonald reactions I've done in the last 2 years. I've done 2. The first one I did was Stronger, a song about not giving up on life and being a stronger person.
Nigga, because you are part of the Eminem cartel, nigga. Right? You associate with the Tom, but you're more so the Eminem cartel. Let's call a spade a spade.
Or the day before, 0 political aspects. The second one I did was the feature with Ben Shapiro that literally everybody asked me to react to. So if you want to say I'm a sellout for that specific song,
it was dope at first,
but in the song, I talked about how much I don't like politics. I also talked about why I hadn't reacted to Tom McDonald over the last 2 years is because everything was political. I even talked about how much hate and slack that I got from the hardcore Tom McDonald fans because I quit reacting to his political music. I lost thousands of subscribers because I said I was tired of hearing it. And then the one Adam Calhoun reaction I did was to a classic rap beat. So if you want to call me somebody that panders to a conservative crowd, I sure did a really shitty job at doing that. Especially considering all the other artists that I react to. I mean, you say that I'm exclusively an Eminem fan and he made a whole 9-minute freestyle shitting all over conservatives, but it just takes one look at my channel to see how many other artists that I react to. I'm literally working on a Joyner Lucas album review right now and other super liberal artists. I have 5 signed canvases by Tech 9 and I've said it 1,000 times that he's my favorite artist to ever exist. And I'm sure some of the people in this Eminem Reddit only know Tech 9 because he had a song with Eminem, but then I also react to NF.
I don't care about the politics portion. React to the Eminem portion. Tell me about that, man. Like, I think that that's what people are really calling you out for. The just pandering to conservative crowd for that sweet, easy money. I think that they're bull crapping with that. That's a little off. You can say the sellout and the pandering, but more so to the Eminem crowd.
Who was very open about his Christian faith.
Eminem ain't conservative either. So yeah,
literally I
don't think it's a conservative thing.
Pandering to anyone, I guess you could say that I'm pandering to rap fans, which is myself. And as far as the political stuff goes, I care as much about politics as I care about what's better, broccoli or asparagus. I don't eat vegetables. Who fucking cares? I have viewpoints that align with conservative beliefs and I have viewpoints that align with liberal beliefs. But I'd say majority of the time, I'm probably a little more conservative leaning. So there you go. If that's what you want to hear and that's what you care about the most, then I don't want you around to begin with. But okay, I'm done. See you guys later.
Was that the car video? And then what? He plays his own song? Nick, he used this to promote his song? Turn this shit off. Turn this off, man. Turn this off, man. That's corny. But yeah, I don't even got no beef with the dude, but he is a part of the Eminem cartel, right? And I guess the Adam cartel. But that's just my opinion, fam. I know it makes a lot of people mad and they want to cry, and it's okay. It's part of the game. Tell me what you guys think down in the comment section now. Going on, guys. Candace Owens was apparently fired from the Daily Wire. It seems like Piers Morgan G-checked her. We're going to be taking a look at this video, and we're watching it through Black conservative perspective. And for anyone who complains about me breathing, this is for you. Bitch ass niggas. Let's go. Man.
America. Every single one of them knows this. That if you do not step out and say things that are radically pro-Israel, or if you are too quiet on certain narratives and they want you to be radically pro-Israel, you can lose everything. That's truth. That is a fact. I'm not feeling like I need to hide from that anymore or be afraid to say it, rather, is a better way to say it, because I've endured this for years.
Hold on, yesterday y'all left a question for me. Yeah, I don't know which room you put it in, but that's probably the worst way for me to see something, especially if I'm not tagged too as well. But yeah, I don't know which room you put it in, the question, because it's definitely not popping up. You probably put it in the wrong room, pimp. I'm gonna be honest with you. You probably put it in a room that it's not really meant for that. But let me know. Or just ask me now. That'd probably be the best way. Just ask me the question directly right now, and I got you.
Years. I'm just at the end of my rope. I have given so much rope here, and I am just done with it. Every person that you are a fan of, they know this. Every person that you line up to go here speak, they know this. Again, it's not even on the basis of what you say. It can sometimes be on the basis of what you don't say. That an entire mob will assemble. They'll write piece after piece after piece until you subjugate. If you don't subjugate, the bounty grows larger. So yes, there was a large bounty on my head for the crime of refusing to suddenly hate Muslims and to condone Muslims getting bombed following October 7th. Everybody can see that.
All right, guys. So we have an update on the Daily Wire Candace Owens drama that most of you guys probably are familiar with. And you
guys, make sure you check out Black Conservative Perspective, man. I highly recommend this channel. Super dope, man. Super dope content creator.
Tired of it.
Go and check them out.
I'm actually tired of it already as well, too. I'm actually tired of the conservative infighting. However, I do think that the backlash against the Daily Wire is fascinating, because what they did when they fired Candace Owens was kind of a mask off moment for the Daily Wire, showing people that, hey, these people, they're really not living up to what they brand themselves as, which is a company that's supposed to be pro freedom of speech and anti-cancel culture. And before anybody in the comment section says that, well, this is not about freedom of speech and cancel culture, I'm going to address that, okay? Because I think that this specific situation right here,
I do think this is about cancel culture,
got fired, is becoming
100%.
more and more obvious, especially considering the actions of the Daily Wire and some of their hosts after the firing. Like for example, Andrew Klavan coming out here and getting triggered by Candace Owens and other people saying that Christ is king. Okay, apparently Christ is king has become an anti-Semitic trope.
The fact that you can't say Christ is king is insane, fam. That's like beyond cancel culture. That's like Big Brother's watching. I can't give praise to my Lord, bro. That's wow. That's mad restrictive. So you can say whatever you want about whoever you praising, but I can't give praise. There's no respect for Christians, bro. Like anyone who's Christian that's still rocking with Daily Wire, I'm disappointed in you. Like real talk. The fact that you ain't say nothing, it means that you went for this payola. You want that bread, right? That's insane to me. I would have left, right? I would have left. If I was at the Daily Wire, which would never be the case because I ain't signing with nobody. But if I was at the Daily Wire, fam, because I am a proud Christian, if they did that, what they did to Candace and all this other stuff, and they mad because she said Jesus is king, I'm quitting the same day. I'm out. That sound demonic as hell to me.
This is something that people at the Daily Wire, some of the hosts there, have been saying. And again, that kind of confirms that, hey, the Daily Wire claims that they are pro freedom of speech and that they give their hosts the ability to express their opinions on certain topics.
Steven Crowder is having the time of his life watching this right now. He like, I was right.
as long as it's not illegal. Okay. This is what Jeremy Bowen said before when there was question about whether or not the Daily Wire would fire Candace when she first got into the spat between her and Ben Shapiro. However, when he was questioned in a X space about the firing of Candace Owens.
I hate that song.
Not only did he refuse to talk about it, he
can't stand it.
Essentially confirmed that he did in fact fire Candace Owens, but he basically somewhat alluded to the fact that, yeah, he would not hire somebody who agrees with conservatives 99%. But if you disagree on that issue, then you can't work for the Daily Wire. Take a look.
Hey, Jeremy, I have a question.
Can I jump in?
Oh man, these Twitter Spaces is crazy.
I'm sorry. Like I want to issue you a hypothetical, and I just want to get your response to it. Say you've got a really amazing opportunity to hire a conservative commentator, 20 years of experience, never set a foot out of line, just really strong conservative economic values, strong social conservative values, fits in right with what the audience of the Daily Wire is looking for. But that person starts making criticisms that are similar to what Candace Owens has been making in the past 3 months or so. And everything else about their record is just perfect. Would you consider hiring that person? Like, would that person have a slot at the Daily Wire or no?
Are you trying to ask me why I fired Candace Owens?
No, I'm asking you if you would hire someone with a beautiful, spotless track record of 20 years of amazing conservative values, but they made the same criticisms that Candace Owens has made in the past couple of months. Would that person have a job at the Daily Wire?
Was Candace Owens a conservative for 20 years?
I'm not saying that. I'm
answer the question.
Candace was not conservative for 20 years, so no, this is not a Candace Owens.
Damn. Answer the question.
Yeah, I'm not gonna.
This is the next Jordan Peterson. This is the next.
This is crazy. I don't think that's a hard question. Why are they, for one, protecting him as well as he's just not answering?
Jordan Peterson going to sell millions of books.
Stand on whatever you stand on, bro.
Getting millions of views
it's like
on
pulling
every
teeth. I hate people like that.
They've made the same criticisms Candace has made in the last 6 months. Does that person have a job?
Yeah, I'm not. Even this is too close to the Candace thing for me to speak to because I feel like there are implications of this that I'm not willing to. You're a pussy. If your question is, would I hire...
Sir, you're a pussy.
You know, would I hire Bill Whittle if Bill Whittle suddenly said that there's a...
Let me see.
To react to a song.
I got you. Hold on, let me see. To react to a song. Appreciate you. Tell me the name of the song, and I'm going to do a dedicated stream after this, and I'm going to react to whatever donation reaction you like. But tell me the name of it so I can add it to the playlist, and I got you. 100%. And thank you for the support, man.
There's a genocide going on.
Just tell me the name of the song.
I don't think that that's a person that I would hire at the Daily Wire.
Yeah, so you see that here that you can agree with the Daily Wire hosts and their core audience 99%, which that's basically what Candace Owens did. But yet, if you have a
and also that dude's a pussy. Like, how hard was it for him to just say something like, "Oh, this is too close to Candace Owens, so I'm not gonna"? You scared, nigga? Like, you terrified to actually speak on what you gonna say, right? Like, stand on what you stand on, fam. If you're firing whoever says this one thing, then stand on it. But you know that your whole audience is going to take that a certain way. You're well aware of that.
Yeah, when it comes to this Israel,
I would love to know what their subscriptions is looking like right now. I want to know if people left with Candace.
And Palestine/Gaza situation, then that is a fireable offense. Now, that is a far cry from what Jeremy Boring was saying back before when there were initially speculation about whether or not Candace would be fired. Okay, he claimed that, hey, I give my hosts room to have their opinions on certain topics. But it is clear that the line is crossed when you don't agree with the Daily Wire when it comes to Israel and Gaza. That seems to be the takeaway here. Now, Ben Shapiro was confronted by Piers Morgan, and Ben Shapiro refused to address the situation of
That's what I want to see.
Fired. Take a look.
One of the consequences of this war,
they saw
a lot of very
must be in a contract.
High passions on both sides, a lot of angry disagreements. You and your company have been at the center of a very high profile one at the moment with Candace Owens, who's now left Daily Wire. Was she fired or did she leave of her own volition?
I'm not going to speak to this topic, Piers.
At all?
At all.
So
give me any insight into why she departed?
Now, guys, what was the name of the song that he had with Tom McDonald again? I think it was called Facts, right? But here he is refusing to speak about facts. That's crazy. Wow. And Tom McDonald chose to do a song with this guy.
No hints, no nothing. I'm not going to speak to this.
Can I ask why?
Because he's scared.
I mean, you can ask.
No, I'm not. You can ask why you don't want to say anything.
Again, you can ask.
I'm only curious because I know what a staunch defender of free speech you are, and it would surprise me if it had been someone's opinions that would make you want to part company with them. However contentious.
I mean, suffice it to say, the only thing I will say is what I've said all along with regard to Candace or with regard to any of our other hosts. I am not in hiring and firing position with the Daily Wire. I'm a co-founder of the Daily Wire. I'm a co-owner of the Daily Wire. I'm not actually in management. Jeremy Boring and Robinson are in management positions with regard to Candace or anyone else.
So you put the blame on them. So you are a part owner and founder, but you put the blame on them. Like, I don't decide that. But if they want to fire her because of me, I'm not going to speak on it.
And as far as the free speech situation, what I will say is that no company has the obligation to literally pay anyone. The Daily Wire is a publisher. It is not a platform. I've never called for Candace or anyone else for that matter to be banned from YouTube, to be banned from X, to be banned from any platform. That's a different story, obviously, when it comes to any publisher. Any publisher gets to make decisions about what it wishes to purvey and not.
I mean, you hear that one more time?
And from X to be banned from any platform.
One more time.
Anyone else for that matter to be banned from YouTube has the obligation to literally pay anyone.
Let's see if
the Daily Wire is.
I want to listen and hear if he says, I didn't ask for her to be banned from the Daily Wire. Because if he names everything else and doesn't say Daily Wire, then he did ask for her to be banned. So him saying I don't have power does not mean that he did not request his other founders who do have power, then they can make these moves. He could request for them to fire her. So he's doing the bitch ass, I don't have that power. I didn't ask for her to be banned from X. Who the hell's talking about X? Nobody's talking about Twitter right now.
Let's listen close. Publisher, it is not a platform. I've never called for Candace or anyone else for that matter to be banned from YouTube, to be banned from X, to be banned from any platform. That's a different story, obviously, when it comes to any.
He's disgusting. Daily Wire is not a platform. I've never asked for her to be banned from any platform. That's crazy. That's crazy. I would think that when you have your own app and website, that would be considered a platform. When you are releasing exclusive content towards it, that is a platform as well. Dumb. Also, I think that people that have intelligence can spot what you did there. You made a clear, distinctive difference between a platform and a Daily Wire, and then stated after that you never asked for her to be banned from platforms and listed a bunch of other stuff that got nothing to do with Daily Wire, YouTube and Twitter. Okay, so you just admitted that you asked for her to be banned from Daily Wire, and your co-founders that do actually have the power, they voted for it. Gotcha. You're disgusting.
Publisher, any publisher.
And you're such a pussy, you can't even just be real and say, I asked for her to get fired. You're a punk.
Decisions about what it wishes.
I don't respect Ben Shapiro, bro.
And not.
And as far as I'm concerned, I'm done with Daily Wire. I can't fuck with Daily Wire. I'm done. There's too many times, bro. At this point, too many times.
I'm not going to labor this, but one more point I would make.
It's disgusting.
It's been reported extensively that the reason for her departure was because her comments had been perceived by people at the Daily Wire as anti-Semitic.
Again, I'm not going to comment on this, Piers.
Okay.
Pussy.
Yeah, so you seen that, you heard that. Okay, you have Ben Shapiro refusing to answer questions from Piers Morgan, who simply just asked, hey, what happened at Daily Wire? Why did Candace get fired? Now,
it could be in the contract.
Ben Shapiro
cool. I can understand that. It could be in the contract. It's probably in some agreement. They probably had to even pay her, right, for firing her. So I'm pretty sure she's good. But he didn't care about that when this nigga was doing a stand-up comedy routine like he was Jerry Seinfeld, knowing that there was a camera there talking crap about her. He didn't care about that when he was on Twitter talking disgusting about Candace. He didn't care about none of that. Now it's, I'm not going to comment on that. It's because you a bitch. It's crazy how Candace got more backbone than all of these dudes at Daily Wire right now. There's no one at Daily Wire I can rock with. After this, I stand on what I stand on.
Refusing to answer questions, despite the fact that a lot of people are speculating
that's why BX Boy,
he is behind Candace.
I gotta be independent, bro.
Part of the reason why
I'll never sign under somebody.
Ben Shapiro
would probably be. I've thought about maybe a partnership, right? But that would be a whole different type of situation. I'm not signing under nobody.
That
partnership, maybe.
Her comments that she's making in regards to the Israel
no one gonna have power
situation are comments that he doesn't agree with. Okay, and there are people who believe that what
you send me the link
is anti-Semitic, and the reason why they believe
I copied it, but that's even better.
Candace Owens basically said that I don't think that genocide is okay. Okay, she has a problem with what Israel is doing in regards to their self-defense operation. This is what they call it. I'm trying to be fair to Israel here. In which, hey, it just so happens that children are being killed. And Candace is saying, look, morally, I have an issue with that. I don't like seeing children being killed. I don't think that that's
She's not
okay.
Wrong.
Now, me personally, hey, I think having opinions on both sides of this issue is fair. I don't think that anything that Candace said is anti-Semitic. Right. I think that what she said was reasonable. Okay, I think she has a reasonable opinion that, in my opinion, is more nuanced than people who are 100% pro-Israel and, act like Israel does nothing wrong. Everything they do is justified, versus people who essentially are sympathizing with Hamas, okay, and are making excuses for Hamas and why they committed that terrorist attack on October 7th, okay? I think that Candace is...
You said he's still with Candace? Matt Walsh? When did he stand with Candace? Send that to me if you can. Right, just even if I don't talk about it, I just want to see it. Right, so I didn't see anyone from Daily Wire stand with her, but if he did, I would love to see that, and hopefully he would like to leave. Right, because she could start her own network if she wanted to.
Rare space, especially when it comes.
She don't need Daily Wire,
issue,
bro.
But apparently,
especially if she keep her YouTube channel,
essentially being neutral on the issue is a problem for the Daily Wire, despite the fact that the Daily Wire claims that, hey, we allow our hosts to have their opinions, and as long as it's not illegal, we're cool with it, right? Like, for example, this is what Jeremy Boring said back in November. He says, I am currently on a leave of absence from my executive duties at the Daily Wire while producing whatever movie they're coming up with. In my current capacity, I cannot fire Candace Owens. That's something Ben and I have in common, since he is also not an executive in the company and cannot hire or fire people. Now, apparently, Jeremy Boring lied about this because he alluded to this idea that he fired Candace Owens during that X space that I showed you guys at the beginning of this video. But again, I'm not entirely sure if he is solely responsible, but it seems like he definitely had a say. So he's not being 100% truthful about his ability to hire people at the company, in my opinion. But even we would not fire Candace because of another thing we have in common: a desire to not regulate the speech of our hosts, even when we disagree with them. Candace is paid to give her opinion, not mine or Ben's, unless those opinions run afoul of the law or she violates the terms of her contract in some way. Her job is secure and she is welcome at the Daily Wire.
So they lied.
Here's my problem with what Jeremy saying.
So he straight lied.
Okay, because one.
So he lied through his teeth.
What he's saying is contradictory to what they just did. Okay, Candace agrees with the Daily Wire on 99.9% of issues. Okay, she is a conservative, and while I agree with Jeremy Boring and Ben Shapiro with the fact that, hey, you are a publisher and you're not obligated to platform everybody's opinions, I do agree with that. The problem is that with the Daily Wire, your whole brand is about, hey, we are a conservative free speech publisher. Okay,
exactly.
We put out conservative opinions across the spectrum, except it seems like you don't allow opinions from conservatives who disagree with you on the topic of Israel, or who are outspoken about their disagreement when it comes to the topic of Israel, because Matt Walsh also doesn't necessarily agree that we should be funding Israel and giving money to Israel, but he's not as outspoken about it as Candace is, right? He's not as overt.
I don't think we should be giving money to nobody. We got enough struggles in America. We shouldn't be just be giving out the bag to no other country at all.
In regards to his opposition to Israel as Candace. Okay, Candace went as far as to essentially allude to this idea that Israel could be participating in a genocide, which again, some people see as anti-Semitic, because some people feel like Israel is being accused of that simply because they're Jews, rather than the fact that, hey, children are being killed, and that people see them trying to eradicate Hamas as an operation that would require them to eliminate a significant number of Palestinians. I mean, we're talking about maybe hundreds of thousands, if not millions of Palestinians, if they actually want to do what they say they want to do. So I think that's why people are using the genocide word. Now, do I think that word or
this video ain't getting monetized? This video ain't getting monetized at all.
Yeah, I think it's too strong. I'm not saying it's necessarily fair, but I don't think it's anti-Semitic. I think that
we do need to keep our money in America.
That's not an opinion that is outside of normal discourse, right? That is what people are saying, regardless of whether or not you agree or disagree with it. I don't think it's anti-Semitic to accuse Israel of genocide because you are upset about the fact that thousands of children are dying. And there are people out there who are accusing Israel of genocide because they just hate Israel, right? They just don't like Israel. They don't believe that the land belongs to them and that they should be there or that they have the right to exist. I'm not even saying that doesn't exist, right? I'm not saying that there's nobody that's critical of Israel that is anti-Semitic, but I'm just saying that I think a vast majority of the criticisms aren't necessarily anti-Semitism as much as it really is just an emotional reaction, in the sense that people are genuinely concerned about people dying in mass numbers, okay, from what they feel like is an occupation. Now, regardless of whether or not you agree or disagree with that, again, I don't think that it comes from a place of anti-Semitism, okay?
Yeah,
I don't think
that's another thing that I keep seeing. Every time you say anything that's an opinion, people will throw that word out there. That's no different from if you have an opinion and there's a black person around, they're like, oh, that's racist. You must hate the black people. What? Because I disagree with you, or because I'm giving an opinion that's not the one that you want me to say? Nah, that's not the way that go, bro. That's not right.
As much as she's coming from a place of genuinely being concerned about the mass loss of human life. So with that being said,
we should stay out of other countries' business.
My problem here is that
I agree with that.
The Daily Wire,
we need to stay the hell out of other countries' business.
Claim that, hey,
we need to stay out of ours.
This is not an issue of free speech. This is not an issue of cancel culture. Any company reserves the right to pay whoever they want for their opinions, right? We don't have to pay Candace Owens for her opinion. And he's correct about that, except it seems that the Daily Wire didn't really feel that same way when it came to YouTube, and when YouTube was demonetizing Daily Wire hosts for opinions that YouTube didn't like when it came to the issue of
that's a good comment. You said, but we can afford to give all these people coming over. Yeah. Right. Right, you getting new apartments, a refrigerator full, just money just to have it. But the veterans are homeless on the streets. That's facts. I don't get it. Well, I do get it, but it's effed up. It's disgusting. It's foul.
Individuals.
You got people that protect our country that's literally getting stepped over. Somebody that's not even from here comes here first day and they getting the red carpet treatment. It's foul.
Guys, remember the Daily Wire coming out and complaining about YouTube demonetizing Matt Walsh's channel? In which, by the way, if you notice, Matt Walsh don't really talk about that issue too much anymore. Well, the reason why is because he got back in line once YouTube demonetized that channel and Daily Wire started losing money. They told Matt Walsh, you can't really talk about this topic too much, right?
I already know what topic they talking about. I know the exact topic. If you know this, BXB's boys stopped talking about it too, right? For one, because I don't give a damn. For real, if it's not like something that's criminal, I don't care what someone does with their own personal time. Also, it gets redundant after a certain point. And on top of that, YouTube is cracking down. You can't even get an opinion about that type of stuff anymore. So yeah, I was just like, yeah.
Talk about it as much as you used to because YouTube will take that money away, right? But regardless, they essentially asked for YouTube to be held to the standards that YouTube claims they believes in. Like, for example, Jeremy Boring put out this tweet. He says, YouTube claims, quote, the ability to openly debate political ideas, even those that are controversial, is core to a functioning democratic society. And then he goes on to demand that YouTube live up to their values, right? Live up to your values, YouTube. Okay. He says, so YouTube, will you honor your commitment to allow for open debate on this controversial idea, or are you too beholden to other powers? Wow. Wow.
Hypocrisy.
Wow. Sounds to me like this.
Hypocrisy. This is crazy. That's crazy. Say when they talking to YouTube, they ain't talking to themselves.
Same standard that they're trying to hold YouTube to is the same standard that should be applied to the Daily Wire. I got the same questions. Facts. Are you allowing open debate on a controversial idea, or are you too beholden to other powers? I think that question should be directed towards the Daily Wire, to be quite honest with you. He also says, it seems insane that a company claiming to value open debate could remove some of the biggest voices from its platform, calling our take, which is shared by over one half the country, hate speech and harassment.
This looks horrible.
Right. Wow.
This looks horrible.
You know, the irony is stunning here. It really is. So I want you guys to understand, the Daily Wire wants YouTube as a company to uphold the values that they claim they have when it comes to free speech and open debate on controversial ideas. But yet they don't want to hold themselves to that standard when they claim that as a company, they believe in free speech, right? They think that free speech is fundamental. Okay, this is what this guy said.
They don't want to hold themselves to that.
YouTube is right. Free speech is fundamental to a functioning democracy, especially around our most debated issues. So again, when it comes to the Israel-Gaza situation, when it comes to that topic, all of that stuff that damn shame about, it goes out the window. Because
he cooking them. He cooking them. Because they sound like straight hypocrites, man. I'm telling you, there's a lot of people that say they with the movement and say they against the system, but they are the system. They are the gatekeepers. The Daily Wire, they're gatekeepers. I don't care what nobody say, because we got it proven right in front of us. The person who was the truth teller, Candace Owens, got kicked out for telling the truth. Come on, bro.
Because again, Candace Owens agreed with the Daily Wire on 99% of things.
That's insane.
Daily Wire had no issue.
How YouTube didn't even give her a punishment or anything for what she was saying, but Daily Wire did? That sounds ass backwards.
Candace Owens, when she was spewing bigotry against blacks or against women, which is what she was accused of from the left, had no issues against that. But when it came to bigotry against Jews, oh, wait, that's too far. All of a sudden, that free speech goes out the window. We don't have to pay her, even though they begged YouTube to pay them in the name of free speech, right? Again, it's amazing how that works. Now, I don't want people to get it twisted. I'm not saying that the Daily Wire is required to platform everybody's viewpoints. No, because the Daily Wire is a conservative publisher. Okay. And at the end of the day, I understand when you say that you are conservative and that, you know, you represent conservative points of view. I don't expect you to go hire a liberal, right? Just like you shouldn't expect me to hire a liberal to host Black Conservative Perspective. I'm telling you what my perspective is and what you're going to get from
that would be crazy.
My platform, right? From my channel. It's not
getting a liberal to host Black Conservative Perspective is insane.
The mainstream liberal media claiming neutrality, but at the same time, discriminating against Trump supporters, right? Not allowing Trump supporters on the platform while also claiming that, hey, we're neutral, right? We're nonpartisan. That's not it. I'm not holding the Daily Wire to that standard. Okay. So I'm not saying they must platform everybody's opinion regardless, but Candace Owens did not go beyond the pale. She did not sympathize with Hamas. Okay. She did not justify what Hamas did. I don't even think she's necessarily on the side of the Palestinians. I personally believe that she's just neutral, right? I believe that she's neutral and she like genuinely feels bad for the loss of life. And she thinks that, hey, what Israel is doing in response isn't necessarily right. Now, regardless of whether or not you agree or disagree with that, I don't think that's anti-Semitism. And the fact that apparently the Daily Wire or people at the Daily Wire believe that it is tells you everything you need to know. That the Daily Wire is not really living up to the values that they claim when it comes to conservative free speech and platforming conservative viewpoints. If your conservative viewpoint does not align with their viewpoint when it comes to a foreign conflict, when it comes to a certain foreign country.
Crazy.
Which again, I think is a mistake because there are conservatives that are critical of Israel. Every conservative is not aligned with Israel.
Yeah. That's insane, fam. They're not setting a good standard for themselves, especially in the near future. Like, if you go to Daily Wire and sign up to work for them, you're doing it just for the bag. It's all about the money. It's about nothing else, because there's no way you go in there for free speech, any way, shape, or form.
Okay, every conservative doesn't believe that everything that Israel does is
disagree,
right. There are
debate
some
it.
conservatives that believe that we shouldn't be funding Israel, okay, or we should not be funding this war, okay, that they're doing in Gaza for various reasons, okay, and there are good reasons to have that opinion, and that doesn't make you anti-Semitic. And when you fire one of your hosts at a company that claims to believe in free speech and, you know, hey, we want to platform conservative opinions across the spectrum, that brings up a lot of questions about, okay, are you conservative first or are you pro-Israel first? Okay, if you don't agree with everything Israel does, it doesn't matter how conservative.
I think it's clear now. I don't think it's hidden. I think it's extremely clear on what they choose in the rep, which is whatever. That's what they want to do.
We're not going to allow your viewpoint on our platform, right? Or we're not going to allow you to get paid by us to publish your opinion because, again, you have to align with us on this foreign conflict or else all of your other conservative opinions don't really matter.
You said the donation reaction, I'm doing that next. It's going to be in its own live stream. Like directly after this stream, I'm going to cut this off and I'm going to start a new stream.
So again, it's almost like you are pro-conservative free speech, except when it comes to that one issue, which means you're not actually really pro free speech because, again, conservatives have opinions across the board when it comes to various issues. We don't all agree on the same thing. And I think it's disrespectful to conservatives that don't necessarily agree that everything Israel does is right to fire somebody because, again, they don't agree that everything that Israel does is right, which has become apparent and clear that that is, in fact, what happened. She got fired because she didn't agree on that one issue, despite agreeing with the Daily Wire on 99% of issues. And again, I think that this whole situation is an eye opener in regards to the Daily Wire and what they actually really stand for. And, I just think they're making the wrong move, man. I think everything they're doing in response to this conflict is not good for their company in the long run. But who knows?
Yeah, it's nasty. I don't agree with it. I think that it's foul and it's setting a really bad standard for their company. But it's their company. You know what I mean? I'm rolling with Candace. You gonna kick her out? I'm out. That's my opinion. Tell me what you guys think down in the comment section. Straight nasty.